Hello, friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel, and where we connect together to listen to you and be a active involver in terms of helping you, guiding you, assisting you with all your preparation. And we look forward to give you as much support as possible through our channel to make sure that you have a wonderful experience being a part of this channel. And indeed, I know today it was not one of the recommended session for the day, but I, as usual, thought of spending some time with all of you, at least for the warm wishes of the season, and do see if there are any individual who are looking forward to get any queries resolved. I must look forward to give them the right support as promised. So last weekend I was committed to some family commitments, so I could not make it happen. But I thought I had some time today, so why not do it today? So that's where we are connecting today. So welcome one and all, and the very last session of our live session or this particular year, not live session, of course, the last session of this year. I thought we'll just mark it together and thought of like I'll spend some time and see if there are anyone who have any questions. I would be more than happy to assist them, guide them, give them all the responses what they may have. But spending this time together certainly means a lot to me, and it certainly means a lot to all of you as well. So thought of I'll just spend some time. However, I know it's a weekend time and a special weekend, that is the year end. Many of us are on vacations, traveling, spending some time with family. Yeah, but I could not go for vacations due to some of the personal commitments here and there. So I thought I'll just spend some time with you right from my home here and make sure that I at least see if there are queries coming in. I look forward to assist them. So right here, the first one is coming in from Colin. Very good morning, Colin. Happy to see you. And I think there would be a few more people. If they are interested, they can go ahead and ask their questions, whatsoever you may have. And I'm more than happy to give you any support, what you may be looking for. So this live session for the newcomers, let me let you know that this live session happens every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we look forward to connect with you to answer your queries. Of course, I look forward to answer many queries over the comment, but sometimes certain queries people get is like they just can't put it on the chat, or they want to have it face-to-face conversation. And that's where we just give that small window of an hour so that you can come and ask your question to me, and I would look forward to give you a better supporting response, which helps you understand things better. So this live session happens every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Very, very unfortunately, sometime very rarely, we may not be able to connect, but yeah, it happens very rarely. Okay, not so often. So yeah, it's just that we connect together to listen to you, at least get to know how things are happening, how things are going on, and what's latest and greatest. So let me just pick up the first query of the day from the offline comments. Many people are requesting me that when this ISTQB Foundation 4.0 playlist will be over. So I think it will take a little time. Of course, I'm daily uploading one video, and sometimes I'm even traveling due to work. So I may not be able to upload every single day, but I try my level best to give you the uh, maximum number of videos in a week, that is 5. And Saturday, Sunday, we of course don't create a video so that you can even have your own space to breathe in. And otherwise, you will tell me that, hey, just because you're creating a video, I'm spending some time there also. So Saturday, Sundays, we never created a video. Until date, we have not created, and probably in future also will not be creating. Well, Monday to Friday, we do that. So right now, we are on chapter 2, somewhere at the end of chapter 2. And I think the whole month, January, if there are no commitments, like no trainings aligned for me, I would certainly be able to do more. And by Jan end or Feb mid is what I see as an estimated timeline to complete the ISTQB Foundation playlist. Yeah, I just want to make sure that this time the content is very more detailed compared to my 3.1 playlist, and gives you complete training, what you can get in any very premium institute by paying a huge amount of money. And you can get it free of cost on my YouTube channel. So no expectations. It's just that I want to save some of your pennies and give you that quality content right on this platform without investing much of your money. So that's the plan. So I'm trying to keep every single topic in one video so that I can take it a little longer, like 10 minutes. But if I try to squeeze them in, then two topics in 10 minutes would be like 5 minutes each, which does not make sense. So I'm trying to take each and every segment independently so that I can talk, give more details to you, and you will have a wonderful learning experience. Not only certification, but you also grab the knowledge from the content so that you can even explain it to someone else. So we are looking forward to give you that level of quality, and that's the reason it's going a little slow. But trust me, once the playlist is ready, you will have it. So many people ask me that, hey, I'm writing the examination in January. Will that be able to complete? I'm so sorry to say, we'll not be able to complete by January. I think we'll be stepping into February for sure. And mid of February, I think we will be able to complete that. Okay, so that's one of the very common query which I was getting a lot. And of course, I would like to congratulate every single person who took a little moment to drop us a comment and share their success results that we passed the examination. So thank you so much. First of all, you took some time out to let us know about your results, and congratulations on the success. Indeed, your one comment makes many people understand, give them the assurance that this channel is reliable and the content what they're going to learn is going to be helpful. Otherwise, people don't want to spend time without having an assurity that even if I spend time, does that really going to make sense? So, your comment, one comment makes a lot of difference to the newcomers to our channel. And thank you so much for doing so. Okay. Meanwhile, Colin has been dropping some comments. Let me just have a quick look here. Colin says, hi, I have been watching the new 4.0 foundation videos, and I have a few questions so far. Number one, the pesticide paradox. You mentioned that it tests wear out. Used to be called that. Did they stop? Yeah, kind of. Like 3.1, they used to refer it as still 3.1, a pesticide paradox. But just because it was a very odd naming convention, not everyone follows the history why that name came in. However, in my trainings, I used to explain, and you could have seen yourself that I have explained that why it was called as pesticide paradox from a different terminology. So they didn't want people to get confused any longer, being in 2023, 2024. They want people to concentrate on what exactly it is meant. So they just renamed it as test wear out. That means they just wanted to tell you the context rather than taking the legacy of the name where it came from. So nothing to worry. Yes, of course, they have stopped using that name. In 4.0, they say tests wear out rather than pesticide paradox. But I've just put both the convention that if you are correlating with any known terminologies, then you can very well correlate. Yeah. And the new DevOps section, why do they decide to add it? See, I think I had a small complaint on the syllabus so far, that is still 3.1, that they were talking about theoretical aspects, nothing related to what's happening in the world today, practically. But I think looking at 4.0, I feel very happy that they are talking about not just limited to what is testing, what exactly the real process in the market today. That means you can see the blend of retrospective coming in, right? However, we know that we are not talking an agile certification, but retrospective, whole team approach, DevOps, CI/CD, they're just letting everyone know that, hey, you must be aware of these terminologies. Okay, so they are trying to make you aware of that what will happen around you when you are working as a tester in an organization today. However, there are many other things which comes with agile, but of course, some basic outline at foundation level would be very, very helpful so that even a newbie or new joinee, new graduate who is taking up the certification can literally learn what they really need to know to be a part of an organization, right? So in that context, CI/CD, a whole team approach, retrospective, shift left approach, these are something, they are going to hear very commonly at this level. So I believe this syllabus is really talking realistic now. They are very much upgraded to what is happening in the world today, and that's how they bring these new topics. And I'm just telling you from my past 10, 15 years of experience. So far, the syllabus was talking about legacy, that how testing used to be, what was the terminology for that, long ago, but today 4.0 is addressing what is happening in the world today. So I think, Colin, that totally makes sense, and it is very important for any individual to know about it, right? However, you can just skip it after the certification if you are working in an industry which does not work on DevOps or does not work on Agile, because they never told that we are talking about Agile. They're just introducing some terminologies, because today industries are, even when they are working with waterfall or V model, they do apply some of the characteristics of Agile. Like they do work on retrospectives, they do indeed create some cycles, not sprints, but cycles. They work in 2 weeks, 3 weeks iterations just to cross check that how we are going, right? So in that context, that certainly helps and brings a lot of knowledge to the learner and the person who is taking up the examination. So I hope that answers your query, Colin. Do let me know if you think you have anything else to talk about. Okay, and yeah, all those people who are live here, please feel free to share what's your plan for the new year. If you got any kind of new plans, like how exactly you're going to celebrate, do share it with me. I would love to see that. And what's your resolutions for the new year? I do understand many people who are a part of this channel, and especially the live people who attend here, are looking forward to get certified with one or the other certification. But if you have anything which you think you would like to share in public, please do so. I would be really happy to hear back from all of you that what our audience is planning. However, for a moment, while we wait for people to drop some comments and questions, I think the next year I will be building up a team. I think many people have asked that, hey, most of the time we hear you saying we. So is that like there is a team behind you, or there are many people working with you, or something like that? I said I always answer that when somebody asks me that question, that when do you say we, who are you, right? Then I answer. Generally I don't say that, but if people ask me, then I answer them this question. But yeah, many people on comments, they have asked me that you always mention we, not I. So what do you mean by we? How many people are there, and is it like a team of some people? I said no, we is means I, myself, and you all. So it's not like I never wanted right from the beginning of my journey in the corporate world to take that 100% credit on myself alone. The only reason was that because I never wanted to feel that pride, which certainly doesn't let a human learn something new. Because I think I just have a belief system. Maybe some of you will deny that, but I personally have a belief system that the moment you think yourself as the most successful person, or sometimes like you are the best, you actually stop learning something new or respecting people sometime, or sometime you just start treating that, hey, why I'm not getting that respect, or why I'm not getting that treatment what I should have got, because I'm the world's best on internet or one platform, whatever it is, even it is just Google and YouTube. I'm one of the best instructors, right? So sometimes that would basically, take over your mindset and doesn't let you really, be humble to people, or sometimes you don't address people query, or sometimes you just turn around, right? I don't want to be that celebrity at all. So I think I always wanted to, put that across to people that it's we, me and you together, right? If you don't support me, of course, I cannot bring it up. If I don't put the content, you will not like it, right? So I always say we in the sense like it's not me alone who is making things happen. It's your support, your love, and your contribution to the channel, and you bringing this thing up. For example, if I keep creating courses and people don't succeed, then what I'm doing is nothing, right? You learn, you pass, you come and tell back on the channel by commenting. Let your friends know that this is where I learned from. You tag me on LinkedIn, mention me there that, hey, I just learned from this guy from this particular channel. So it's not me alone, right? It's we. So I thought like, let me just share that. So I was talking about what's my plan for 2024. So I think now I'm going to grow up with some team, okay, because I'm getting hectically packed up, and hectically packed up in the sense like, I'm traveling a lot due to my regular work, which is training. Of course, I do training in corporate, but I hardly get some time. So I thought I'll just record, and editing part I'll give it to someone, so that at least whenever I get that 10 minutes window, I'll record a video and give it to some of my fellow members who can go ahead and do the editing and uploading and all that part, so that you don't go without a video even a single day. So that's the plan. And I'm also working on the other part of testing to talk about the latest trends, techniques, and many other things. So this channel, you can certainly expect that you will have more than certification. Of course, I'll not be stepping on the tools, because I do have my other channel to talk about it, testing in nutshell, where I talk about tools. So I will not disturb this channel with any kind of tools, but please look forward to that other channel. So let me just drop it. So that's called as testing in nutshell, where I talk about the tools. Okay. So this channel will only talk about testing concepts and certifications. But yeah, promising you that 2024 will bring more quality content for all of you beyond certifications, so that people can really learn. And third thing, what I'm targeting for 2024 is to help the newbies coming into the industry to get all that motivation, all that support, all that knowledge, what they need to become a tester. I think my goal, as I've told you several times in different videos and different live sessions, that my goal was to build a better and healthier educated QA community. But then I realized this year that until unless I promote testing, increase awareness to the new graduates, of course, I cannot build just by promoting our existing QA, right? So bringing more people to QA, building that understanding that QA is not an easy job. QA is not somebody who doesn't need knowledge to do it. So I have to make the youth aware of it and bring more people to QA. As many people today are looking forward to build their career in QA, they need that support at that time. So I'll be talking about interview tips. I'll be also talking about things what a newbie needs to know in order to get into QA industry. So giving them all that knowledge, what they really need to get into the industry. So I think these are a few of the things which I'll be working on and building it up to a more bigger library of QA, so that it will just become one-stop solution if you need anything about testing, anything. Let it be concept, let it be definitions, let it be interview preparation, let it be about the career path, let it be about what kind of tools you should learn. And I think I'm going to work on shorts for sure. Many people, I think, 100,000 people would have asked me that, why don't you make short videos like the YouTube shorts, which is easy to quickly learn something. And I was like, really? I'm a long video guy, and I didn't think that should work. But yeah, I think I'm going to work on that short. Okay, so that's for sure. So you're going to have swipe in a lot of time, looking at me. So coming up soon. Okay. So I think there's another one coming from Tahir. Tahir says, hi, Neeraj Bhai. Hello, Tahir. I hope you are fine. I'm absolutely fine. Thank you for asking, Tahir. Good to see you as well. I hope you're doing fine. I want to ask difference between process reference model and content reference model with examples if possible. Okay, see, process reference model and content reference model, okay, are two different things. Process basically means of course, the word process itself. So when we talk about things like, what you do in your day-to-day work in order to achieve something, so that goes with process reference model. Okay, so that goes with the set of activities what you conduct, the set of artifacts excuse me, the set of artifacts which you make in order to achieve a goal, like project goals and etc. So process is literally related to the activities, the task, the activities what you perform. But when it comes to content reference model, it's more with the requirement or any kind of content which you really refer in order to achieve your goals. So we generally have a blend of both in our projects today. One, we have process to align our activities, and content to derive what we really need to test or what we really need to do. For example, if I'm deriving test cases, when to derive test cases is coming from process reference model, and what to derive, that is what to test and what test cases would be okay, is basically coming from content reference model. So that's how the major difference between the process reference model and content reference model goes. I hope that makes sense. Can you please make a video series in which you can give an overview of tools and techniques related to different fields of testing like automotive, web, app, penetration, etc.? Yeah, certainly. I think that's what the other point was when I mentioned that the second point that I'm going to work on more content other than certification. So I'm going to take all these requests. In fact, I keep making a note of all those requests which I get from our audience about these topics. Like, hey, if someone asks me for career path, someone asks me what is our journey as a QA, like where do we start, where do we end, how we can progress. Many people ask that can a QA become a PO, right? So there are many such requests lying up in the my notepad, and I think I'm gonna take some time out to build that content altogether. So I request every individual that if you have something with you related to this, please do drop them. I would be more than happy to talk about and give you as good as as good explanation as possible, so that you have a very good understanding of it. Also, Tahir says, like all possible testing field and areas will be covered in those videos. Yeah, of course. So I'll be actually not able to cover all the fields because testing is different, and the skill set, technical knowledge, and other things required are different too for different fields and areas. So I may be creating separate videos. Yeah. So of course I will be covering them. So for example, what is the journey of a game tester? What it needs to become an automotive tester? What is qualification, what is the technical skills, the tools, etc. So these will be my modules, that what your profile should be, what your knowledge should be, what kind of prerequisite you need to have, then what kind of tools you can learn, what kind of certifications you can have, and then become an automotive tester. Same way, if you want to become a mobile tester, so you want to become a security tester, you want to get into banking, you want to get into healthcare. So I'll be talking about different segments with all these modules. So yeah, I really appreciate your input here, Tahir. I'm indeed very happy that people are bringing up new requests, because you only get new requests when people are happy with you. So I said I'm very happy to hear that people are coming up with requests, and I think I will be working on these things, because I do understand 2024 may have a syllabus revision on Agile. Okay, let me tell you that, because it was released in 2014 and it's almost 10 years. So next thing what they're going to revise is ISTQB Agile Tester, and that will happen next year. So I'm pretty much sure that that would be one playlist which I'll be working on, but I'll have ample amount of time next year. So I don't want to keep you idle. Rather, I'll give you more knowledge and want to retain my subscribers. People generally drop off from the channel as per my analytics after they're done with certification, because I don't give them anything more than certification, right? So I always take it on myself. If I keep them engaged, I give them content beyond certifications, people would love to stay. But when they are done with certifications, many, as per my analytics, okay, I'm not blaming anyone, please don't mind that. But my analytics says that I drop at least 15 subscribers every single day. And that impacts the channel growth. Like, not from a YouTuber point of view, from a visibility point of view. Okay, so YouTube brings down your content as second recommendation, why people are leaving you, right? So so that's where I think I always take that point on myself, not on my audience, never, because that shows that, okay, yeah, you're not keeping something very important to engage them, right? So that's where I thought 2024 I'll look into more beyond the certifications. Also, certification will be our base, right? That's our most important thing. But I'll parallelly keep creating some great videos which help people to learn other things also. Yeah. Do let me know your views on that. Okay. So Tahir says, like all possible. That's good. Colin says, are there any website with practice tests that you would be recommending? Um, See, again, there are 20 plus websites. Let me tell you, if you search on Google, I don't want to call out their name because I don't rely on them. And yeah, there are some good questions, but there are some bad questions as well. What do you mean by bad questions? That means they're out of syllabus, they are not as per the syllabus, or they have wrong answers, they do not have right answers. Trust me, they created these pages, okay, or these practice sets. People, not ISTQB, okay? People created these mock papers 10 years ago. And 10 years ago, we had 2.1, okay, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. So you can understand that these sample papers are very, very outdated. So it does not really make me recommend you a website. However, there are three standard mock papers available from ISTQB itself, which I can blindly recommend you, right? Because I have reviewed them. And even same way I've reviewed the 20 websites, and I have seen personally people coming to me with those wrong questions that Neeraj, I think the answer should be B. It says C. I said, yeah, you're right. Be confident. But said, Neeraj, I'm learning, so how can be I confident? Just wanted to check with you. I said, no, it's B. It's B. That's it. It's just that that guy doesn't know what is the answer. In fact, they are not even certified themselves. They just copy pasted those 500 questions everywhere, and that's how they got different websites. Because this is the only body which doesn't have a dump for their examination, and that's why you always do that thing which is banned. You make double the money, right? Exactly the same thing is happening on internet today. So again, Colin, I will not be able to assist you with any kind of recommendation on that, but however, you can try these mock papers which are officially available from ISTQB, which I can strongly say, and I do have a explanation of all these questions on my channel, right? So 120 questions, each question explained with tips and tricks and justification that why that answer was right. Okay, so here's the link. I've already dropped it on the chat. Please bookmark this, and you can take it as an assessment. I've designed it in a way that you can take it up an assessment, and you can even see the right answers after taking up the exam. Okay, but you do have a supporting playlist on my channel which explains why that answer was right, why the other options were wrong, with tips and tricks. You are staying on mine. Love learning new things. Thank you so much, Colin. We need people like you to be a part of our forum, a part of our platform, so that we can bring that change, what we really need to do in QA. And again, I don't want to be a founder of something, okay? But it's just that when we improve people right at the ground level, things reflect on the top level, right? And I'm just doing my bit at my position, at my level, that if I educate people, I make people certified, they will certainly be able to do better in their job. They will have better recognitions, better portfolios, and that in turn certainly improves the entire QA community. So I'm just trying my level best. We just need your support, love, and your consistency on this channel, so that this channel certainly reaches out to the maximum number of QA, and that's how we can give them all the knowledge what we want. So thank you for being a part of this channel, and we always request everyone now that do subscribe to this channel if you're new here, because your subscription certainly is understood by the algorithm of YouTube, and then algorithm recommends it further. So please do drop a like if you're happy with what we do, and do subscribe the channel to spread the love to the rest of the QA community across the world. Okay, I found a lot of bad questions. Yeah, exactly, Colin. I think this is what I was trying to explain here. Mandu says, advance Happy New Year. Thank you, and wish you the same. So, do you know the approx date of CTAPL 4.0 begin start in Indian Testing Board is gonna be May 2024. Okay, May 2024. But again, you don't have to wait till May, because if you take the examination today also on 3.1, then your certification remains valid for lifetime. So it's not that you will be outdated, your certification may not be valid. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay, even if you take it up on 3.1, is just a certification at that level, right? But if you say no, I'm not in a rush, I want to take it when it comes into action and something, then for your information, it is going to be rolled out in May 2024. So that's the date, to answer your question. But if you wish to take 4.0 outside India, like you can take it from ISQI or BCS, other bodies, then you can very well take it right now as well. So it's not restricted that you should take only from Indian Testing Board. If you want, you can take it from other bodies, and you can certainly get your certification done on 4.0, because they have already started conducting exam on 4.0. Okay, there's another one coming from Pankaj Joshi. Says, hi Bia, happy to see you live. Can you share a roadmap, mind map for someone starting testing field in 2024? Yeah, first of all, good to see you, Pankaj. How are you doing? Absolutely. And yeah, good to see you as well. Thank you for joining in. I hope, I don't know where exactly you are right now. At last I knew was you are in Siliguri. So I hope everything is fine and the family is also doing absolutely fine. Really happy to see you on my live session. We know personally each other, but he stays at some place, guys. So sometime just some good occasions. So sure, Pankaj, I'll be creating content. Shivang, yeah, that's good to know. Thank you for letting us know. So Pankaj, yes, sure, we will be creating that video starting 2024. And as I was talking to people already, that in 2024 I have some of the pointers already added. One, I will be working on additional things beyond the certifications to help the newbies, the people who are getting into QA, that what they can do to get into the industry, what skills they need, what knowledge they need. And I'll also be explaining the portfolios, like who is a mobile tester, who is a, you know, things like, what exactly it is. So what technical traits they need, what soft skills they need, what kind of knowledge they need, what kind of domains are open for any new person to get started, so that they can make a wise decision to get into the QA industry. So, yes, that has been taken care, and we'll be certainly taking up all these requests starting from 2024, I think just after 2 days, and we'll start preparing videos on that. And I'll specially send you that link, on a personal note so that you get it. Okay. So I hope that answers your question, Pankaj. And we'll be creating that video for everyone else also along with you. So thank you for adding your request. And I'm making a note of all these requests for my 2024 playlist. Okay, so good to see you. And we are expecting you home. Do come down, Bangalore, whenever you have some time. And we would like to catch up with you and family for sure. Colin says, congratulations, Pankaj. Okay. Yep. You're welcome. Yes, team, go ahead. If you got a question, do not hesitate. I would be more than happy to answer you. You know that this live session is exclusively for all of you. I don't have a story to share. I don't have, you know, things to talk. This live session is exclusively for you. That if you have got a question, do drop me a comment and I'll take it up and answer you, or at least let you know. Or if you have any recommendation, any suggestion to make this channel better, I would be more than happy to listen to that so that we can make it better for you. Right. So feel free, do support us. Okay. Freelancing. Okay. Yep. I look into all of these. Like, sometimes people do reach out to me asking me for, hey, Neil, how can we start working on freelance projects or something? So, again, all these topics are on already my wish list. So, they are just going to be there. And trust me, the moment we start creating one or two videos, people then have their queries coming up, and those queries will be taken for the next video. So, similarly, I'll be creating, more. So, before the renovation of Agile happens, and by the time my foundation ends, I think the gap what I'm going to utilize is for these videos. So I'll start with Saturdays. Probably Saturdays you can have this video coming up, and later when I have full time, then I can go ahead and do every single day some good content. Okay, so I'll keep you busy all the weekdays. And yeah, I'm also looking forward to have some monthly sessions, because trust me or not, my LinkedIn is flooded with people asking me, when can we join your next batch? Because whenever somebody tags me on LinkedIn or any other platform, they just say, I just passed because of this guy. And they don't really, sometimes some people don't mention that they passed because of my YouTube tutorial. They tag me, not the YouTube channel. So I sometimes, drop it manually myself on the comment that, hey, this is the place where he learned from, so that they can also go and learn free of cost. But many people do think that, I'm doing some training sessions and batches. But trust me, whenever I do let people know through multiple ways, like from LinkedIn or YouTube. So I do let them know already that I'm conducting a batch or something. But trust me, last year I hardly did one or two batches, but nothing beyond that. So many people do ask me that. So I think as we have many people looking forward to the classroom session with me, or online sessions like batches, training batches, then I would try to take some time out to make sure that I could do some trainings for people as well, and help them, gain some good understanding or prepare them well. It's just that the factor of time that I don't have enough time. Trust me, I'm heavily occupied. 9 to 6, I'll do my sessions, and then 6 to 12, I do many of the other books. So, anyways, here is the link of my LinkedIn. Please do connect with me there. All my latest and greatest you will find there. And many people say that I didn't come to know about what you were doing. Sometime I travel, then people say that I didn't know that you were traveling here. We could have met. Then please follow me on LinkedIn, and that's how you can come to know in advance that where am I and what I'm coming up with. So don't miss that opportunity at all. Okay, Colin says in 1.4, you mentioned the specific agile methodology of extreme programming. Most people just say agile. So it was nice that you were very specific. I researched it. So thank you for the new knowledge. Yeah, it certainly makes sense. That's what in this particular series, this time I'm trying to make it as detailed as possible so people doesn't have anything to comment below. Like anything pending to be asked. But thank you, Colin, for sharing your experience, and I'm really happy that it helped. Divya says, "Hi, sir. Congratulations on India's 100 Future Leader Certificate. Thank you. Thank you so much." Yeah, indeed. It was a great thing. This year, we made to have two recognitions. And I'm really, really happy that it's just not, again, not I did it, we did it, because without you it's not recognition at all, because if I keep teaching something myself alone, nobody recognizes your effort. But when you put it across to the people and people say, yeah, we understood what you said, and then it makes sense to everyone else that yeah, some people are talking about this guy, and that's where it just happens. So my contribution, so let me just tell you about this award. What I got is 100 Future Leaders, is because I'm building this kind of academic on a social media like YouTube and Udemy and many other places. In fact, in many other countries, when I do webinars, seminars, and also they have a visibility to all this information, and they do, cross verify these things that will they be transforming the world tomorrow. And there was a nomination for that, so we, of course, put our profile for nominations, and then the jury member decides whether they are really doing something transformative or it's just like anybody else can do that. So that's where they recognize me as top 100 future leaders of 2023 award, and yeah, I was one among them. So yeah, out of a lot of like billion of people, 100 is a big number. So thank you, Divya, for sharing that. Of course, I posted it on different platforms. So yeah, many people did get that. Okay, good to know. Yeah, so that's the benefit. What do you get if you subscribe the channel? You get to see my post. If you don't subscribe, you don't get to see the post. So please do subscribe to the channel. And if you're happy, don't forget to drop a like. That certainly assists us to grow and reach out more people. Vicky says, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Dinesh says, congratulations. Thank you, Dinesh. Welcome aboard. Colin says, you deserve it. Of course. Thank you. It's all because of your love and care and support, what you have provided. And people who really come and genuinely share that, no, this is not working out. This is what I want. Trust me, I always say that we generally do not get any negative feedback. I'm really happy about it. But sometimes we do get few which are like almost negligible. Why negligible? Let me tell you. So, sometimes I get, sometimes in the sense, one comment which I got was, hey, sometimes you're very fast. I tried pacing down a little bit, because if I talk very slow, the video length will be 20 minutes, and people sometimes feel boring. That really, to just learn this small topic, I need to listen 20 minutes, and sometimes they don't get that energy level that I should, get this in 20 minutes. Or hey, it's talking very boring. Maybe the content is really good, but I think I don't feel that motivation. That yeah, this is what it is. This is what it is. So I kept it as average after getting that feedback. One question I went wrong, trust me, with the right answer. I gave the right explanation, but at the end I picked up the wrong answer for chapter 6, okay, in foundation level 3.1. And trust me, there were so many comments telling that the right answer is C as per your explanation, but you picked up B. And I was like, no, you're right. The answer is C. So sometimes these negligible negative feedbacks, we do get it, and we try to take that into account in terms of improving ourselves to make sure that next time, please be sure what you are doing. People are watching you, people are intelligent, they just can't ignore it. And trust me, I know that makes me happy. I'm smiling, right? I'm not feeling annoyed at all because yeah, that helps you to improve. So I feel really happy when people come back with suggestions and recommendations, and they look forward to see more from you, and that's where we keep working on it, and that's how they recognize. Trust me, this association who gave me this award, they even reviewed my comments, and they said like, "Come on, these many comments cannot be fake." Yeah, sometimes people do say that. Okay, let me tell you very frankly, some people do say that. Okay, if you hire just 50 people, your friends, and they can go and do a fake comment, very nice video, amazing, it was easy to understand, but you cannot get 10,000 people on hire to write your comments. See, there are mindset. Okay, there are mindset which people sometimes do not trust you, thinking that how is it possible, how is that possible? There are no negative comments. I said, okay, go ahead. You have something to share with me. We'll work on it. So we have to pass through many things, let me tell you. Okay. And then we have to keep smiling so that we can still serve those 99.99% people who are waiting for us. Okay. So we don't really, think about those things, but rather I take it into account so that I can improve and claim that 0.01% also in the 100%, keeping them rather than keeping them aside. So I love feedback because I'm into training. You all know that. So training is nothing without feedback. Okay. If you don't know what's wrong in you, what you can improve, what you can help people with, you are not growing up. Simple. So yeah, I think that was one. Another one have it right in front of me. I kept it on my desk. So this was the other award which I got. So two awards I got this year. This was Making India Employable, and this caters again the need of empowering people to get into industries or start working and start their careers. So yeah, cool things which just happened in 2023. So it was really an amazing year, I must tell you. My first recognitions, I must tell you, which I got. And I think over the period of time, in coming years, probably I'll have more. Just looking forward to do more for all of you because this keeps me motivated. This keeps me, inspired all the time that, hey, we are busy recognizing you. You continue your work. Thank you. Thank you, all of you, for your congratulations and your best wishes. Thank you so much. Deepika says, hi Neeraj, this is Deepika. I tried CDFL Foundation 2 attempts but couldn't pass, lost by 2 and 1 mark in both exams. I'm so clear with I syllabus, but the questions are so tricky that I find difficult to pass. Okay, certainly does happen. Okay, it does happen when it comes to uh, cracking or looking at the examinations. Sometimes the questions may look a little tricky, but the first and foremost thing is if you really know what is the reason of confusion, maybe you're trying to remember things. See, again, I'm not pointing out any mistakes. I'm just trying to say, just think about yourself. That what is that happens when you're very confident with the syllabus? That where are you conflicting, right? Because you know better yourself than me. So look at it like where exactly you go wrong. Is that when you're reading the question, you don't get the question? When you read the option, you get confused, or you think, no, I forgot what I read about it. So you need to first find out the root cause, what it is related to. Okay, and then work on it. That's the first opinion what I'll give you. Second most important opinion I'll give you is go through the sample question playlist. I'm not sure if you have already been through that because uh, generally people go through that, but many people do not know that I have a playlist for 120 questions to talk about that. How do you crack the examination? Like how to answer a question, what to look forward, what to ignore, and tips and tricks, a lot of things like that. So if you have not seen, please do let me know. I'll share a link right here. Okay. And going through that playlist will make you more confident that how to pick the right answer. Okay. And it's again a playlist. I'm not talking about any of my offline courses, okay, which are paid. Okay. I'm just talking about one of my other playlists on YouTube, which has these playlist which talks about all the sample questions with examples, justification, the tips and tricks, and what you need to take care of in order to pick it up. I don't think you should fail by 2 or 1 mark, because if you're getting 24, 25, then you are just getting confused with some particular chapter. Let me tell you that. And that would be chapter 4 and 5 for sure. If you look at your scorecard, of course, when you pass or fail, you get a scorecard with you. Okay. And it shows chapter wise marks, how many you got. So I think chapter 4 and chapter 5 will be tricking you around, and that's where 15 marks is going. Okay. Out of 18. So just take care of that. You have 20 marks in chapter 4 and 5, and that's the killer. Okay. So look into that chapter more detail and don't try to remember it. Okay. However, it says that there are some topic which are K1. Okay. Which are K1, but people try to by heart that. I never recommend that. Okay. I never recommend that. Do not by heart, please. If in case we are stuck with that, please solve it. Okay. And try to understand, feel it. Feel it. Okay. That's what I say. Feel it that you are a tester. What will be your responsibilities? If you are a test manager, what are your responsibilities? If you are a tester, what are not your responsibility? Right? What is entry criteria? What is exit criteria? What is risk management? What is defect management? What is the content of a defect report? Right? These are the things which you have in chapter 5. And chapter 4 are more of the technique driven. And the words are a little tricky. Okay, it's not mandatory that the words they mention in the syllabus will be only the words they will use in the exam. They can sometimes trick you around with a different convention. Okay, so people actually get carried away by that. So you don't have to go by the words, you have to go by the meaning. If they say that test charter is optional, then it is not exploratory testing. Did you know that? Because test charter is a mandatory documenting in exploratory testing. And when it comes to basis, in exploratory testing or experience-based category of techniques, the basis is your past knowledge, knowledge of typical defects, the domain knowledge, etc. And you don't have knowledge about the product. When the poor specification is, see, all the points. I'm just bringing things together, letting you know that how should you read it, okay? Not how to answer, how to read the syllabus. Now, the third thing, what you should concentrate in, what is the poor specification means. Poor specification means that specification are not clear, are not detailed. That's why I'm going with experience based, right? Many people don't correlate all these dots. They say that if any of these points are missing, then it is not experience based. Okay, so that's the way you should go with it. Try to figure it out, trust me. Or the last third resort I'll give you. First, I told you, please check out what is your mistake so that you can work on it. If you don't get it, go with the second one, read the syllabus or go through my playlist of sample questions. That will help you. And third, take a white paper, okay, pen, close all the references, start writing quickly one-liners that what you read in the syllabus and what you know. Okay, you don't need to study. You have taken 2 attempts, and I'm sure you've learned 10 times. Okay, so you don't need to learn any further. All you have to do is put it on the paper, recall from your mind. That okay, write chapter 1. That okay, 1.1. What is testing? What did you learn there? Okay, first thing I learned is what is objective of testing. Okay, just blab it out. Mention what are the objectives you remember. Okay, second, what is debugging and testing? Then what is why testing is necessary? What did you learn there? QA, QC, right? And you learn many other things like error, defect, fault, failure. What is the definition of failure by you? Write it just in a short note. You can understand. That's how you should write it. I'm not preparing a book. Same way, write for all 1.5 till 1.5. Then open the reference, that is syllabus, okay, and check what did you miss. Okay, what did you miss out? If you missed out thing, that's where you need to work on. That shows your recalling power that you studied. That's fine. But were you able to recall it when it comes to examination? Okay, so just take any of these 3 options which best fits your purpose or best fits your situation at this point of time. Take it up, work on it. And if you still need help, I'll drop you my number. That's the best I can do. Okay, ping me on LinkedIn if it doesn't work, these things. Okay, if none of these are your reason or none of these works for you, then ping me on LinkedIn. I'll call you back and we'll talk. Okay. All the best. Let me know if you have anything else. What is that? Can you please give me few suggestions, the similar questions that I can practice? So yeah, the practice link I've already shared here. So if you want, you can just try this. And I will also give you the playlist. Now I understand probably you have not been to. So this is for the mock papers, if you want to give them a try. And just give me a moment. I'll also give you the playlist where you have explanation for all these. Okay, all the sample questions of these link what I gave you right now. Okay, so that's link to the sample questions. Sorry, the playlist which answers all the sample questions. Venki says, okay, so Deepika, let me know if you have anything else. Venki says, hi, sir, can we expect updated version of Agile Tester extension like CDFL? Yeah, we are expecting in 2024. But again, no news as for us as of now. But just because the foundation level has been revised, some of the topics have been taken from Agile, and the only syllabus which is not revised from a long time is Agile Tester. So yes, 2014 they released this syllabus, and since then it has never been revised. So that's the reason I'm anticipating that 2024 they will be revising 2000 Agile Tester certification also. Okay. Colin says, I found that a lot of people second guess themselves. They pick the correct answer, then talk themselves out of it, change it to the wrong one, have this problem in testing. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I certainly have met many of them who do this, but trust me, you should never be able to do, never be, should be able to do that. Okay? Should never do that. It's just that, like, I give a simple funda, right? Until as the question says which of the following is true. Okay, like very weird, which depends on options. But if you have a question which has the context and every information in the question itself, you should never look at the options. Okay, then get your answer first. For example, if somebody is talking about which one of the following is an objective of testing, what's the difference between QA and QC? What is more correct about testing and debugging? Then hold the options, get your answer first in the mind, and then look at the option. If you don't get your answer first, then the options will drive you crazy. Trust me. This is ISTQB. Okay? So you should never let ISTQB drive your mind. Rather, you utilize your mind and then pick the right answer. So don't go by that. Thank you for so much. Thank you, Colin, for adding this. It certainly makes a lot of sense and could add more value to everybody's preparation here. That certainly makes a lot of sense that people try to get confused with the options and how to tackle that. So of course, look at the question. If you have the context in the question, then pick it up, get your answer first, then look at the options. You'll be more sure and confident about the right answer, not just the answer which you think is right. Okay, but when the questions do not have any context, like which one of the following is true, then you're dependent on options itself. We can't help. So this is how I recommend people to do it. Okay, little Jimmy says hi. Hello, Jimmy. Good to see you. Victor says thank you. I think you got some of the answer. Yep. Thank you so much for that. And yeah, I think I'm pretty much caught up. Go ahead, team. We got a question. I'm really happy to answer. I think we got 7 minutes. And trust me, I feel really happy when I don't take pauses because this live session is all about talking. And if I don't talk, then what I'm doing here? So thank you for keeping me busy all the time. So go ahead, team. You got 7 minutes more, and please drop me your comments, questions, whatsoever you have, and I'll be happy. If you're new here, do not forget to subscribe the channel and do drop a thumbs up so that YouTube can understand this channel is doing something good. Trust me, many people don't know that we do this live session. Okay, so what else? So yeah, a lot of new things for you expected in 2024. We will be bringing a lot of content, a lot of amazing uh, tutorials, which will certainly help all of you to talk about the testing in more detail. However, as I told you, I do have my other channel, so please do subscribe to that. It will give you the knowledge about the tools. Okay, that's testing in nutshell. And if you want to know the glossary of testing, then I have another channel called as Technical Vocabulary. Okay, so yeah, many people don't know that I host these channels. Okay, so please do get into these two channels also. You'll find really good, amazing content. It's just that I never wanted to disturb my audience with something all of a sudden different. So I kept it separately, and that's how we do. Oh, yeah, sure. I think I can drop a link rather. So just give me a moment. So that's the link of my technical testing in nutshell. Okay, and and this is my other channel, technical vocabulary. So feel free to subscribe. That's how you get notified. And LinkedIn, I've already given you. If you wish to stay connected, do not hesitate, because I'm very prompt on LinkedIn, and people for any kind of personal assistance. Okay? Like if you want to have a call, you want to have a chat on a personal one-to-one thing, you can always reach out to me on LinkedIn, because I don't put my phone number in public just to avoid spams and unwanted calls, because I'm already having a lot. Trust me, I get 50 to 60 calls every single day, and out of which at least 10 to 15 calls will be a spam, which I accidentally have to pick up because I don't know who is calling. It might be an aspirant, it can be a learner who is trying to reach out, maybe my ex participant from other sessions, because I share my contact details in all the sessions. So there are so many people to call me back. So there are sometimes you even get, hey, are you looking for a new loan or something? And I was like, what the no, I was not expecting that. So I generally try to, avoid my number in public, especially even I don't go to stores which collects the phone number. I don't even go to that store for shopping, because they say I need your number for billing. I said sorry, keep your luggage. I'll go to some other place, because I know you will sell my number to these people who spam you. Yeah, that's how they make money from the data, because they know all the professionals are coming shopping for branded things and all that. So they know you are going to afford this. Crazy stuff, no? Sometimes if you think deep, you realize that, yeah, we never thought, right? Why they take your number? Yeah, they will tell you that we'll send you offers. But of course, they sell your data that with your name and number to these guys who spam you. So start from there, okay? The vegetable stores, the supermarkets, grocery stores. Why they need number? For what? Offer? I don't need your offer. I'll come and take it whenever I need it. So people on that greed, they give the number that, yeah, if you have any offers, you let me know. But trust me, that's where the spam starts. If you're getting a lot of spam calls, stop giving your number. So LinkedIn, I give one-to-one. Like if someone is really interested to talk to me, I do drop them my number so that they can reach out. Digital Nomad says, I have a question. I've gotten my ISTQB certification, but I have no formal degree, and most jobs ask for people with experience. What do you recommend? See, in this context, I don't think I have anything to recommend, okay? Because this is a minimum qualification, which certainly is required by the industry. And again, I may not have any comment that do you really need a degree as such to start working? Not necessarily, depends on country to country, but it's a minimum qualification which industry is looking forward to. That if you are a graduate, if you are a degree holder, we have more professional people working for us. Okay, and I don't have any control on this. Of course, I know you're not asking that, but I'm just saying that I may not. I'm not someone who can probably change this or create an opportunity for it. But to answer your question, yes. Okay, you do need a degree. And the second thing you said, experience. No, that's not necessary. Even like freshers who graduate from universities and look forward to job, they do not have any experience. Okay, so they do get jobs. So experience is secondary, but a degree, a graduation is something which is mandatory. Okay, you need to have one. But again, uh, one of my follower, trust me, he followed me for 6 months with a lot of questions, and I helped him to get some certifications, right? Just assisting him, and he got 2 or 3 certifications like foundation, mobile tester, and agile and all. And he indeed made it to one of the jobs where he did not have a degree, but I wouldn't want to make it public that who was he and how did he make it and all that. But yeah, he started working in some industry, but he was not here. Okay, he was somewhere in Europe, and he could make it to a company where they offered him on the certification with the interview rather than asking him what kind of graduation you have. But it could be some startup, you never know what kind of payouts he had. I have no idea. Okay, never asked him. So he just told me that, hey, you know what, I got a job, thank you for your mentorship. And then he flew to Canada and probably he got some job there. And after that, we lost touch. Okay, but it's that simple to say one in a million. Okay, one in a million who gets this kind of opportunity. So graduation is a must, my friend. Okay, or a degree you must have with you. Certification alone is a little doubtful. Okay, experience is secondary. Freshers, new joinees, new industry, new graduates do get the job. Yeah, for sure. So get into something, some executive courses or something, and have a degree with you. That makes sense. Yeah. I hope that answers. Colin says, how do we use testing principle in our daily life? Your experience is not only work experience, but life experience. See, I think all the principles make a lot of sense with your real time industry practices, and they do get applied every single day. For example, quickly, I know I'm running out of time, but quickly, as you asked me, each principle, absence, sorry, testing shows presence of defect. We certainly practice that every single day. No matter how much time you got to test a project, you don't justify that I've proven there are no defects. You as a test engineer in your entire career will not be able to make that statement that the product which you're shipping or releasing is actually a defect-free product because you've never found all the defects because you never got all the time what you needed. And you will never get the time, trust me. And this gets applied in practical because we can't make that statement. We can just say that we have tried our level best, we have tested it the best, but you cannot make a point that you have found all the defects, right? Exhaustive testing is impossible. Of course, you cannot test everything what comes to your mind because the projects will always have a limited timeline to test a product. And that's reality. That's not paper-based thing or theoretical. Early testing. You're talking about shift left approach. What do you mean by that? Static testing. That means start testing things early in the life cycle. And yes, we are doing that. We review. We get into code reviews, we get into design forums, design workshops. What are we doing? We are reviewing it to find anomalies in design phase itself. And that's what is your early testing. Defect can cluster together. It's very practical, right? Very practical that if you find a defect in the text field, then you must check all the text field because generally developers copy paste the code from one text field to all other, and they can just you know populate the same defect everywhere. So all the principles like this are very very practical driven, and nothing is theoretical there, and that certainly gets applied to the real world. And yes, this is very something I'm talking from my own personal and life experience that we stick to our principles in a way, not just because it is written in the syllabus. It's the practical world. Okay, it's the practical world that if you're not following the principles one way, then you are actually doing a very bad testing, and your products may really be a failure in the market. So one way what you're doing is the principle, not you're following a principle. Okay, so all I can say here is you're not following principles. What you're doing has been created as a principle so that everyone follows it right from there. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Colin. So acknowledge me so that we can wind up the show. Okay. Anyways, so that was all we had for this year, 2023. And I think the major reason why I was here today is to at least see you off for 2023 and at least share my best wishes with all of you and probably take some wishes from all of you as well. So Thank you once again for being a part of this lovely live session, and thank you for making this year remarkable. Indeed, we have grown. We reached up to 35,000 subscribers and more than 5.5 million views on our channel. That counts, huh? 5 million people, 35,000 subscribers. You can judge yourself. So, yeah, but I'm happy that we are a big family now. 2023 has returned us a lot of gifts, a lot of people, a lot of community members, and we brought a lot of difference to the QA community across the world. I'm really happy that I'm an international speaker, an international trainer, so that I'm just not limited to one country and spreading my knowledge across the world and able to transform people throughout the world. So 2023 has really taught me a lot of things, improved my deliverables, my training way, and reached more places. And certainly I could share a great knowledge with all of you, and certainly made many faces smile with the certification. A success message certainly talks about that, and we are looking forward to have a bigger and more stronger community in coming 2024. All we need is your humble support, love, and all that dedication what you have seen shown so far, and we look to spread our wings a little bigger and try to cater the remaining people who are not here on this platform yet. Do spread the word, do share the content, do let people know that hey, if you want to learn something about QA, be a part of this channel. Okay, and it does not cost you anything. Trust me, I never charge people for my training. Okay, so thank you so much for being here once again, and with a lovely evening, I would say goodbye to all of you. So happy new year in advance to all of you, because of course I'll do a post tomorrow to wish you all, but as we are face to face, like I'm face to face to you, not to you all, but I wish you a very happy and prosperous new year. May all your wishes come true and give you that energy, that motivation, that you can also look forward to achieve your goals, and may all the success be with you, and I'm wishing you all the very best for all your future endeavors coming up in 2024. So once again, thank you so much for being a part of this live session. Thank you for being a part of this channel. And we look forward to this consistency in 2024 and coming years as well. So, once again, that's all from this particular live session team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session team, and happy learning. Happy New Year to all of you in advance. See you in the next year, 2024. Take care. Bye bye. And keep learning. Bye. Take care.